So hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So, these little bitches just aren't quitting. Huh. If by the time you see this video the reaction is up and viewable, then it means hopefully that the claim got released, which is what I'm hoping will happen. It's what should happen because fair use and all that, but look, enough about that. So, Fear. So I think this season they're hitting the nail on the head each time. There's so much going on in this half of the season. You got so many characters leaving the show and joining the show, and so much kind of movement and jumping from storyline to storyline. But it just works. Everything is flowing nicely. Everything is going rather well. And I'm like, right, okay. You know, I think I said it in last week's chat video. I think I said that, like, every time I see an episode, I'm like, alright, well, this is probably going to be my favourite episode of the season. But then I see the following episode and I'm like, okay, no, this is my favourite episode of the season. So it's like, it keeps kind of bettering itself and growing, but from episode to episode, which is insane. So this week's episode was an Alicia-centred one, which I think we needed because a lot of viewers have been saying that she's been kind of underappreciated or underused these days on Fear, which I do kind of tend to agree with. We really did move away from her story a lot lately. The last I can genuinely, before this episode, the last I can really remember of her involved like painting trees and shit. I don't know what she did after that, but like, so like it was about time that we got an Alicia-centered episode, and we did, and it was bloody brilliant. Teddy, babes, Teddy. I said it at the end of the reaction video that like, I really just, when you think of like an apocalypse show, you don't really think of cults. Even though I guess it makes sense because they're all about the end of the world and the end is near and all that shit. But I don't know, it's not something that I think of when I think of the apocalypse. So it's not really something I ever considered being in the show. But then it happened and I was like, wow, this is the thing we were missing. And I was reading in my comments as well. A lot of you guys have said it about cults, even like modern day cults and stuff, how similar they are to like post-apocalyptic worlds and shit like that. And it's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their values and a lot of their kind of teachings and ways are very similar. But like, I don't know, there's just something about how absolutely delightfully nuts this dude is. someone said it about when the car spun out of control and you just hear Teddy go, "Mother!" And his mom's well, at the time we thought it was his mother's corpse, just went flying across the road. It was so fucking deliriously weird that it was funny, and that's something that you don't really get a lot in Fear, and I find that's something that Fear is missing big time. There's not a lot of humour. There's not a lot of like light moments. Now, Teddy is not a light character whatsoever. We saw him lock Alicia up at the end of the episode, and I don't know what he's on about, like rebuilding and stuff, and like he was there like, yeah, I thought Alicia would kill me, but she didn't. So like he's a deep one. There's like an onion. There is layers to Teddy. Did I quote Shrek in a roundabout way, unironically? But I find that is something that Fear is missing, and I don't think that's something I've said before. There isn't really any humour. There isn't really any light moments. Like, you see Teddy against the backdrop of the episode, and he just stands out so much with how wonderfully weird he is. Now, I'm guessing it's going to go darker with him, and it's going to get more serious, being a cult leader and all that. But I hope we get a little bit more of that, even with other characters, even if we were to bring in another character for just, I don't know, comic relief or something. And like, I keep saying it, but this last year has made me, don't mind me just readjusting my chair. Yeah, this last year has just made me like really sensitive to stuff. And when I'm watching things, I'm aware of how heavy they are. And I've become suddenly aware of how serious everything is. And I'm like, where is the humour? Where are the jokes? Where are the funny faces? Where's the light? My fucking dudes. I think just in general, I want to see more of that in all the things that I watch. I love like horror and gore and thrillers and stuff like that, so I'm guessing that's why I don't see a lot of light and humour in what I watch. Maybe the problem is me. I guess we had it confirmed about what the key was for. A lot of you guys have been saying for weeks that the key was for missiles. We had that confirmed because we did see that at the start of... Look, I'd be lying if I said what episode it was because I can't remember. But we did see at the start of one of the episodes that there was a submarine. So Teddy was all, I got a key to some missiles. And it's like, if there's one thing that you didn't want to hear come out of that man's mouth, it was that he has a key to missiles. I guess it adds a little dollop of drama that she was kidnapped, that Alicia was kidnapped at the end of the episode. I don't know what the hell he has in plan for her, but I'm guessing it's going to be terrifying and confusing. It's Teddy, let's face it, like. But I'm not all that worried about her, to be honest, because Strand or Morgan or someone, because she yelled into a walkie at the end of the episode, so like someone's going to come looking for her. I would say with the whole Teddy line about his mom incident, that just shows that we can't trust him. But could we ever really? Could we ever have trusted him? So yeah, guys, that is just some thoughts on this week's video. I think there's going to be a break between this episode and the next. I think the next episode of Fear is a week away, which I'm like, okay, a bit weird to take a bit of a break in the middle of a half of a season, but look, what the fuck do I know? Nothing. So yeah, lads, let me know your thoughts down below, as you always do. Like I said at the start, I hope that the reaction video will be unblocked by the time anyone sees this, but like, who knows? Not me, and I don't have very high hopes. But if you guys want to see more content from me where it doesn't get blocked and it remains viewable, I know, right? Wild fucking notion. The link to my Patreon is down below, where I do a whole bunch of reactions. 2 videos go up a day over there, so there's a bunch of shows being covered. Currently, there's reactions to The Punisher, I think, or did we just finish reactions for that? I don't remember. Sabrina, American Horror Story, The 100, Lucifer, Daredevil. I'm starting Doom Patrol soon, and we're also doing the MCU, so there's going to be a Marvel movie reaction going up every Saturday. That's movie day over there, so the link to that's down below if you're interested, and if not, the link to my Twitter and my Instagram is also down below, where you can just chat, say hey. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all soon.